Hello everybody, welcome back to Eau de Treasure. This is Steven. Thanks for tuning in. I talk about discontinued, vintage, rare, and interesting fragrances on this channel. This is my hobby where I live in Japan and I just collect fragrances that I'm interested in. Nothing really vintage here, just some modern fragrances. In episode 310, I talked about Creed Aventus and some Creed Aventus clones and tried them out and gave you my impressions on them. I forgot that I have two other Creed Aventus inspiration fragrances. One of them I've never tried before, still sealed in the box. So in this video, I'm going to try these two out, Vibrant Leather versus L'Adventure by Haramain, the intense version of it. I tried the EDT and I really liked that as a Creed Aventus clone. Of course, I'm going to compare it to a real Creed Aventus. This is a decant here, 21V01A, that's the batch. A 2021 version of Creed Aventus. Talked about this one already, Afnan Supremacy. If you're tired of Creed Aventus videos, if you're tired of Creed Aventus clone videos, sorry. You don't have to watch if you don't want to, but I hope you do. I hope you enjoy my impressions of these two fragrances. I'm going to spend a week wearing these fragrances, and I'll give you my impressions of what they smell like and how long they last, and if it's a good Creed Aventus clone. Hey guys, let's finish out this video. It's been about a week that I've been wearing these on skin. Just going to give you my final impressions of these Creed Aventus dupes or clones or inspirations. Starting with this one from Zara, Vibrant Leather. This is a classic. You guys, I'm sure, have heard about it. And I like this one as like an everyday banger. If you want to smell like Creed Aventus, but you don't want to go through your real Creed Aventus, this one's fine. It's bright, it's citrusy, it doesn't have the smoky aspects of Creed Aventus. The performance is okay. I mean, it's not that much worse than any modern batch of Creed Aventus. It's going to be about 4 hours, and this is one that you can just spray it a lot, and it'll get the job done. As with most of these dupes, of course, the quality isn't as good as Creed Aventus. You can't really compare real Creed Aventus and all the natural ingredients. When you wear Creed Aventus, you really can smell the quality. You can smell all the notes in there. You can pick them out. Some are more prominent than others depending on the batch you get. You can't expect that with clones, really. Maybe if you know a really good clone, let me know in the comments what clones really come closest to original Creed Aventus in your opinion. In my opinion, what you want is the Aventus effect. Does it smell like Aventus in the air? Do other people think you're wearing Creed Aventus? Or do they just smell it and say, wow, you smell great, what is it that you're wearing? You know, that's the Creed Aventus effect. And Zara, Vibrant Leather does it. There are a ton of other flankers that are basically, it just has a different note highlighted in it. I think the one called Bogos has a really rich, heavy pineapple. I tried one recently called Vibrant Leather Winter, and that one has the emphasis on a plum note. And I've talked about the other Vibrant Leathers before, so I'm going to move on to this one. This is the one called L'Adventure Intense. I just noticed, I used to call this L'Adventure. I thought there was a D in this, and I just realized there isn't. It's just L'Adventure Intense. Open this one up already because I've been wearing it for a week. The bottle looks just like the EDT version. It's this square bottle with a little glass part here where you can see how much is left. I don't like the shape of the bottle. Although it looks cool, the utility of it I don't like because you guys know I like to keep my bottles nice and clean. Obviously, this thing is a fingerprint magnet. You can't avoid that when you have this kind of a chrome-looking bottle. But I don't like how when you spray it, oil collects on this flat part right here. Of course, most of it gets on your skin, but you have to wipe this thing off if you want to keep it clean every time. And just give you a look of the what the bottle looks like. And it's a plastic cap that has this rubber part on it. Other than that, it's actually quite sharp looking, and it comes in this box, which really makes you, it's so nice you really don't want to throw this thing away. You want to keep it stored in this thing. Fits in there snug. Just takes up some space in your collection. How about the performance of L'Adventure Intense? Well, I have tried the regular one, the EDP, the one that doesn't say Intense on it, and I like that one as an all-around Creed Aventus dupe. I think these are quite similar. They're on par. I mean, the Eau de Parfum, the regular version of this, is kind of similar to Vibrant Leather Zara. I thought the Intense would be a lot different or a lot better, I mean, performance-wise, but it really isn't, guys. After a week of wearing this, The intense version and the EDP, I didn't really notice much of a big difference in performance and in scent, actually. This one to me it was just kind of like average to good, 4 to 5 hours. Does it smell like Creed Aventus? It does. It's not really a strong pineapple. It's more of just a citrus, like a generic citrus. It has lemon, so it's another one of those lemony type Creed Aventus clones. A lot of the comments on Fragrantica, the recent ones for this, said that this isn't anywhere better than the Armani Club de Nuit Intense Man EDT. They're saying just get that one. And some of the comments just don't make any sense. I was just thinking about this in my head. I don't want to spend too much time in the video, but since this hobby of collecting, buying, wearing, since the fragrance community just grew because of social media, because of the algorithms on YouTube, where everybody's feed is filled with random fragrance videos and channels, kind of like mine, I can't complain that much, but the reviews on Fragrantica now are full of just new people that kind of jumped into the fragrance game. They don't even know how to pronounce Club de Nuit Intense Man. And they're saying stuff like, this has a harsh citrus opening that's unpleasant, therefore you should get Armani Club de Nuit Intense Man EDT. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's the major complaint about Club de Nuit Intense Man from Armani, is that the lemony opening is harsh and doesn't smell like Creed Aventus, and it's unpleasant. So unfortunately, guys, we have to sift through all these what I'll call bullshit reviews about people who just kind of started off their fragrance journey and just really have opinions that are way out there. Everybody's opinion should be valuable, could be valuable, but let's be honest, some of them aren't. And I'm guilty too. Sometimes I will leave a review on something and then a year later I'll smell it and think, wow, you know what, I was kind of off. And I go back and I make an edit and I change I don't necessarily erase my comments, but I make an edit and say, I've been trying this more and this is how I feel about it now. So that's this one, just kind of average to me and nothing really that much better than the EDP. I looked on eBay for prices. The intense version is about $30, and the regular one, the EDP version of this, is about the same price. It's about $30. So if I was going to recommend to get one, just get the regular one. Just get the EDP. Spray it a little bit more if you want it to last a long time. But that one is a nice, regular, everyday Creed Aventus-like fragrance. This one is fine too. You don't need to get the intense. And just another comment on this one, the Supremacy, which I talked about already. I wore this one also, and I compared it to these. For $20, this is one of the lowest price Creed Aventus fragrances that smells like Creed Aventus. But this actually smells like a vintage batch. This one is quite smoky, guys. And I was surprised how smoky this is. And it's kind of like a skanky smoke. And I mean that in a good way. Imagine, have you ever smelled a campfire when you put out the campfire with water and it's really smoky? The smell of that wet smoke. This has kind of like that wet smoke or tar type smell. So I would imagine Creed Aventus from 2010, 11, 12, the earlier batches, kind of smelled like this. So that's what you want. If you want kind of a vintage, smoky Creed Aventus batch type clone, get this one for $20. The other version, the not only intense version, I was looking on the Fragrantica comments because I haven't tried it. A lot of complaints for that one too. People say that that one smells more like Nishan Hasivat than Creed Aventus. People say that other notes are prominent in the not only intense, like black currant. I can't really vouch for that one. I can just vouch that this one is a smoky batch of Creed Aventus. It's pretty good for $20. And Vibrant Leather, it's always pretty good. It's accessible. You can go to Zara, you can spray it, you can test it, see how you like it, see how long it lasts, but for $20 you can't go wrong. And the regular Creed Aventus, this one I've been wearing, 21V01A, it's not really that strong. I'm surprised, and I don't know what's going on. It just maybe depends on batch to batch. Maybe I just get nose blind to it, but I don't think this is any stronger than any of these fragrances here. I don't know what it is, but there is one other factor here. There could be a reason why I don't get strong performance from these, and that's because of the weather and the air. When I'm filming this, it is in early February. I record these videos way ahead of time, like months in advance, so that I always have a stock of videos that I can upload for you guys to watch down the road in the future. And it's cold outside, and the air is dense, intense. And in my apartment, I have the heater on, but it's not blasting. It's still cool in my apartment. Like, my feet are cold right now wearing socks. Maybe because the air is cool and the air is dense, these just don't perform that well. And maybe that's the reason why. Maybe in the warmer summer, these things really flourish, smell great. That could be the difference why I'm not really impressed with the performance. But real quick, if any of you guys are wondering about this one, Oud Vibrant Leather, this one actually I like a lot because it's a little bit different. Of course, there's no oud. This is a $20 fragrance, but it's a little bit different than the regular Vibrant Leather because it's kind of like a slightly sweeter woody scent. Maybe there's also a touch of incense in here. So it's called oud, but it's not really oud. It's not darker oud. It's just a little bit of a different woody scent of Vibrant Leather. And I find it quite pleasant, in case you were wondering about this one. That's all there is in this video, part 2 of these Creed Aventus clones that I have lying around that I wanted to try out and tell you what I think. What did you think of the video, guys? Give me a thumbs up if you liked my video and you appreciate it. Let me know in the comments, guys, what's your favorite Creed Aventus clone? What's your favorite batch from Creed Aventus? Have you tried any of these? What's the difference between this one and the Not Only Intense? What's the difference between the Intense of this one and the regular EDP? What's your favorite flanker of Vibrant Leather? Let me know in the comments, guys. And subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Really appreciate it, guys. Have a great day out there, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.